Hello, everybody. Welcome to Graded Point Live. There is there have been some interesting things that happened today, and I have to, and unfortunately, we have been. Mr. Myers has come down from the office and told us that there are certain words that we can't show on the stream. So, and so he's asked me to censor it, and so I have done so. Now, we don't usually get into Twitter drama too much. But this was just too good to pass up.
It's too funny.
It's too funny. It is. It's literally. It's really too funny. In all honesty. Our resident troll, no other word to put forward to it, decided to. Has once again shifted targets. Before, it's Comicsgate. Then it's, I stand with Vic people. And now let's just talk about, let's go after people who go after Captain Marvel.
Anybody that doesn't like Captain Marvel. Yeah.
Yeah, anybody who doesn't like Captain Marvel. Yeah. So it's like, oh, so she picked a, she picked an interesting target.
Woo!
Yeah, she picked an interesting
over here
target.
like Daffy Duck and shit.
Yeah, I mean, dude, really, seriously, it's too funny. I can't stop laughing. It's like, holy crap, what are you doing?
So this stream will recap for anybody that might be missing the good stuff.
I posted her thing and someone added him, and boy, it blew up. Yeah, Sport. She was the reason I saw it in the first place.
Yeah, I was going to say she was the reason that I noticed.
It's just, I got tears in my eyes. Literally, I can't stop laughing.
Special thanks to Unholy Sparkable.
Yeah, thank you for this. Thank you for this bounty that we were about to enjoy. And the whole time I was thinking, I can't show the whole thing he said, right? Because I don't want to get thrown off Twitter. I mean, thrown off YouTube. But I thought maybe, I gotta, So I had a discussion with Mr. Myers, and he said, I got an idea, and I was like, yeah, this is great. I like that. We'll do that. Fucked up thing. It was Taco that told Spork about it.
Yeah.
The cat keeps people informed. I mean, come on, that's just the way it is.
It's our #1 fan.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
What's funny though is now it looks like it says "at me next time, ho-ass Myers." So.
That's why I like Caleb said, "Wait a minute." That bald head. Everybody tell your friends we're going to have fun tonight.
Yeah, get in here.
She keeps it all under watch. Yep. All right, so let me do this. Let me go to his actual account. And then I can take Myers off. Let me
Ho-ass, brilliantly bald head. Yeah.
All right, Myers has been removed, so now we can. Curiosity killed the cat, but it's what let Taco know when someone says the. Okay. Keep Myers. Oh, should I just keep? You know what? That's a good idea. Hold on.
That was kind of funny. Him still sitting there.
So what I'll do this. He'll just. He'll be over here silently judging everything. Lauren is at it again. What is it? What shit is it this time? Yeah, she decided to go after a black man. Let me read a quote.
Well, not just any black man.
As a black man who is a YouTuber and has over, at least on Twitter, has 30-some thousand followers. So yeah, and he seems to be a very red-pilled individual.
Yeah.
I'm going to read something, and I'm going to clean this up a little bit. This is from Shamil. We talked to him the other night about some of the Vic Mignogna situation. But he said this, and like I said, this is a cleaned up version. The black man will never attempt to win a PR battle. The black man doesn't even know what PR means. He will battle you to the death and say as much crazy shit as it takes to demoralize you without shame or tact. That is why the black man is uncontested in the Twitter slap fight. This is the art of bullying. Lauren has a racist history anyway. Yeah. Yep. So I like how she just took the last 3 letters of her name and put famous at the end of it, and that was, that's an interesting way to do your name, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I get it because it kind of sounds like infamous, so it's cute.
And I like how he doesn't back down either. He says fresh new video, level-headed breakdown of Brie Larson and Captain Marvel. But what he said is doubling down, a video on Brie Larson and Captain Marvel will be up in 15 minutes or so. Honestly, his things are a who's who of butthurt. And like this one, it says, "Damn, he's got a fragile ego, doesn't he?" He said, "Ego? Yes. Fragile? No." Oh, and he has been noticed by the human sunbeam.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ethan and Eric, you should do a live stream. Yes, I would absolutely pay to see that.
I mean, I'm broke, so I wouldn't, but I would still watch it if I could. If I didn't have to pay.
Well, yeah. Eric is wrecking these morons. They got no answers. Poor Ren can't even say it with a straight face. This is becoming a... Yeah, this is her trying to respond. I have no idea who you are. Your video popped up in a subreddit that makes fun of incels. And of course, this is the other tweet that was hilarious to us. It's like, "Brew, who the fuck mans is infamous?"
That's my other favorite one. Is bro, who the fuck mans?
Oh my god, you see this beam on the screen? Look at it. You'll see it.
What the fuck?
Hey, Ren. You'll see it on the screen in a second. I just want to let you know, Mr. Stalin is looking at you, Ren. I think he loves you.
God.
I'm having too much fun. I'm having too much fun with his transparency.
Ooh, he should just pop up every once in a while. And
I'm
on the streams from now on.
Hey, what's going on?
Somebody did a very accurate drawing of her face.
I saw that. It was great.
It was good. If I was her, I would use that as my avatar.
Yeah,
so good.
Joe Quesada's finger puppet. That's a good one.
Oh, damn. Ew.
Gotta say, dude, she's just thirsty for oh, that's our boy, the doctor.
Yeah.
She's just thirsty for attention from any dude. She was too white. She was way too white, and your boy Zach wouldn't fuck with her. Then she tried to make him jealous by chasing after Ethan Van Sciver. And then she tried the quartering, but he didn't give her enough attention. Now your turn. Later, here's a picture. Oh god.
Damn.
And then that's what Ethan said.
I can hear that picture.
Yeah, exactly. And Ethan's like, every day my life gets better. Oh my god, I'm gonna watch his video. I'm gonna watch his his new video in a few minutes. Oh my god. Oh man.
Was there?
You'll see it. It's like.
Oh my god!
Is that John Travolta in Hairspray?
God damn it!
John Travolta is much prettier, more feminine, and
yeah.
better hair.
Yeah, come on now.
Oh my god, this is the gift that keeps on giving. All because she wanted to try to own somebody about not liking Captain Marvel.
Should have stuck to the small fries like me.
Yep. Oh my god, these so good. So good. Oh wow. Wow, that's a new one. I haven't seen that one before.
Oh, is there a new one?
You'll see it in a second. Oh my god. Yes. Yes. Cab, please do a Blade Runner 2049 of this. Please. I'm begging you. Consequences are never the same. Credit where it's due. That hair is a nice shade of blue. It looked better on someone else though. Yeah. Let's see. Move this over. She's a harasser stalker with ties to comic pros. Basically, she's their attack dog. Care for Eric. I hear she likes to cyberbully and collect scalps. Oh God. Oh man. The most unpresentable human being you will find on the internet. Oh man. And the thing is, he probably got him a lot more subs and you know, at least on Twitter, a lot more followers, you know. Oh man, she got Eric put on lockdown. It looks like she got Eric put on lockdown for something she started.
What the fuck?
Oh, how do I get in touch with this guy? He needs to be on. I want him on the show.
Damn.
A blue roofed head in which Ethan Van Sciver lives rent free. Oh my god. I mean, that sucks, dude. Holy crap.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, her gang probably report bombs.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
Like they do.
Hey, sure they did. Let's go look at his YouTube channel. See what he's got. Mr. Myers is looking on. I don't need to play his video. Well, he's got 72,000 subs, so. I like how she said, "I don't know who you are." She knew who he was.
Oh yeah.
she knew who she knew who he was. I love this thumbnail.
She wanted the attention.
I love the thumbnail he's got for the new video he made. You did this. He's looking at Brie Larson. I love it. This is amazing. That's what you call getting raked. Yeah. R.I.P. King. Lauren Monkey Mask reported the blue-haired monkey report. I love that you did this. Hey, Cab, after this, I think we need to up our thumbnail game, dude.
Yeah. Damn it.
He's got us beat. I mean, this one, he's got another one. Am I all excited about Captain Marvel? He's staring. He's looking at her like, oh. Gosh, and here's another thing. She found a fucking video of him from a week ago, right? And posted about it. Because this is the one that she was like complaining about.
She's desperate. Then
when he said, "What if Captain Marvel is a setup?" That was the one. I mean, that was a week ago. So yeah, she's getting desperate for attention. Mm-hmm. Desperate, because she knows the hammer's about to drop. So, how leftists use art to promote garbage? Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. Okay, guys, I did that because I said that would be a good little setup. Get things rolling, get people laughing, having a good time. So Mr. Miles will watch this while we talk about some other things. Should we talk about, what do you think, Piper? Should we talk about how Brie Larson clarified her statements recently? And then lead into what happened?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah, let's do it that way.
So this, look at that face. Holy crap. Oh, God. She just looks so ugly. Captain Marvel's Brie Larson.
Sorry.
What happened? Is there another?
I'm sorry, I made the mistake of looking at the chat.
At least you won't be going after Ethan anymore, because you know what they say. Once
you go black, you never go back.
I need testimonials on that. Oh my God.
I think honestly, when a person behaves like an ugly person,
it makes
the
them in appearance.
Yeah,
like,
you
ugly,
see
right?
them in a different. Yeah, you see them in a different light, and you see them as a less attractive, more ugly person. I think a person's personality affects how everybody sees them physically.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. It does, because that picture, she just looks like she's miserable.
Yeah, well, she might actually be, because she might be in trouble.
I think the pressure's getting to her. In all honesty, I think she's realizing that, oh man, maybe I can't use. Maybe I shouldn't have used Captain Marvel as a vehicle for my insane feminism. So let's go through this article. What do you think? Yeah. Captain Marvel Brie Larson clarifies overwhelmingly white male comments. Wants to, quote, bring more seats up to the table. Captain Marvel actress Brie Larson clarified her recent comments regarding reducing the amount of white men who would cover her press tour and review the film. Larson spoke with Fox 5's Kevin McCarthy. Hey, find out if Kevin McCarthy's a white guy. Where he asked her about her recent comments regarding reducing the amount of white men who would be covering her on press tour. Larson told McCarthy, "It's hard for me to comment on that because I don't know what the headlines were or what they were said or what I said or what people think I said that I said." She knows all about it.
She knows.
That is PR speak to the nines. That's like that was simply Marvel told me to shut the fuck up.
And not say shit like that again.
Yeah. Quit saying dumb shit, essentially. God, even when oh God, look at that thumbnail. She's smiling in that. Oh, it don't even look natural. Oh. How old is
That's
Brie
not
Larson?
yeah, that is not a real smile. That's
Isn't Brie Larson in her
bad.
20s or something?
She looks my age. I don't think she's in her 20s. She's gotta be like my age.
I don't know. She looks old in that picture. Yeah. Let's see.
I need to know this. Did they really get her a butt double?
I think they did.
Why not just put padding in the costume?
I think they put padding on the top and they couldn't fit it in the bottom. I'm just saying. Yeah.
They should have, like, that would have been cheaper for them to just pad the costume instead of paying a butt double.
Mm-hmm. All I know is, like, there was another person who apparently was up for the role, and she recently made a statement saying she's glad she didn't get the part because the movie seems boring. And I said, now, to be fair, it might look boring because of who's the star.
I was gonna say this. Who's in it?
She was born in '89, so that's 30.
She's younger than me.
So that's 30. Yeah. They use Spider-Man's butt.
I was gonna say that. I was trying to. My brain was dying on his name, but I was gonna be like, Tom. Tom Holland's butt.
Tom Holland. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
She would add, what I'm looking for is to bring more seats to the table. No one is getting their chair taken away. There's a lot less seats at the table. There's not less seats at the table. There's just more seats at the table. Let it. Younger than Piper, looks older. That's true.
I thought she was my age, but yeah, she.
And you are 30.
30-something.
Yeah.
As of November this year, I'll be 5 years older than her, depending on when her birthday is.
Okay, so you are you're in the middle. You're in the middle.
Yeah.
You're about to be in the middle of the 30s before you head to the what I call the south of the 30s.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm in the south and very quickly gaining on the next milestone that I don't want to talk about. Larson previously spoke to Kia Brown at Marie Claire, where she stated she was looking to have fewer white men on the press tour. So here she is contradicting herself, right?
Yep.
And remember, this is the thing that she quotes was commissioned because she said something about it. About a year ago, I started paying attention to what my press days looked like and the critics reviewing movies. And those appeared to be overwhelmingly white male. So I spoke to Dr. Stacy Smith at USC's Annenberg Inclusive Initiative, who put together a study to confirm that. You put together a study to confirm something. That's not how studies work. The study is a study. It confirms what it confirms, right?
Yeah.
Moving forward, I decided to make sure my press days were more inclusive. After speaking with you, the film critic Valerie Complex, and other women of color, it sounded like across the board they weren't getting the same opportunities as others. When I talked to the faculties that weren't providing it, they all had different excuses. Following these comments, box office projections for Captain Marvel declined around 28%. She's killing her own freaking movie. Larson had previously railed against white men when she accepted the Crystal Award at the Women's Film Festival plus Lucy Awards in Los Angeles last June. She specifically pointed out bad reviews for A Wrinkle in Time for both critics and audiences, saying, "I don't need a 40-year-old white dude telling me what didn't work about A Wrinkle in Time." That was the entire movie that didn't work. It wasn't made for him. It wasn't made for anyone. Apparently.
Right?
Wasn't that a movie Oprah was in? Wasn't she in that?
I don't fucking know.
I want to know what it meant to be a woman of color. I want to know what it meant to a woman of color, biracial woman, a teen woman of color, or teens that are biracial. Notice that man is not in there. There's no black dude, so she's a racist.
Right?
Yeah, I like how Ethan said it today. They were talking about that. He said, "There's no such thing as reverse racism because reverse racism means you're not racist."
Yeah, exactly. Fucking stupid.
Yeah. Larson would elaborate, saying she doesn't, quote, hate white dudes multiple times. For the third time, I don't hate white dudes.
For the third time.
I'm going to say it for the third time.
The third time.
I don't hate white dudes.
Sorry.
These are just facts. These are not my feelings. They're pretty much are your feelings, though.
Yeah.
She would add, am I saying I hate white dudes? No, I am not. What I am saying is that you make a movie that is a love letter to women of color. There is an insanely low chance of a woman of color will have a chance to see your movie and review your movie. A Wrinkle in Time... was that even about women of color? Isn't a Wrinkle in Time basically of... God, I haven't read Wrinkle in Time since I was like in the 6th grade.
I know. I can't remember.
And that was just because they forced us to do it. Isn't like A Wrinkle in Time, Wind in the Door, Many Waters? Aren't they just like all Bible allegories and shit?
Sort of, yeah. It's like sci-fi, trying to make it sci-fi-y.
Mm-hmm.
Bible allegories, yeah.
Blaming a word.
Or was it fantasy?
Is a worst tactic ever. But
it seems to be their go-to tactic too.
Yeah. Ace, if you look at the top, he's still hanging out. All their claims about hating white people, they sure did waste no time to pick one as the lead. That's a good point. Let's see what the comments say about this. Because those are always funny. Brie Larson for the third time. I don't hate white dudes. They are just facts. These are not my feelings. Also, Brie Larson. I don't need a 40-year-old white dude to tell me what didn't work about A Wrinkle in Time. It wasn't made for him. So you don't hate them, but you think their opinion about your movie are unworthy because of their color and gender. This sounds very 1950. I like that. She wasn't in A Wrinkle in Time. She wasn't even in the movie. Why are you talking about it?
The fuck?
You know what? Fuck it. Hold on. Let's see. A Wrinkle in Time movie.
What the fuck?
We're going real time here. I don't need a Wikipedia art. Give them IMDb's. There you go. Let's see. Jennifer, starring Storm Reed, Oprah Winfrey, and Reese Witherspoon. Like, she's not even in the damn movie. Why the fuck is she commenting on it? Holy shit!
Honestly, I think that's what it is. I think they know that they're going to fail ahead of time.
Uh-huh.
And that they fucked up ahead of time, so they immediately pull out the blaming the audience before it even comes out.
Mm-hmm.
And they get that ready and going so that when it fails, they can do the Ghostbusters defense of, it failed because sexism.
Wow, that movie failed hard.
Yeah.
It budgeted $100 million, and it only made total $132 million. And considering budgets and everyththing, like ad budgets and all that. So that movie failed pretty hard.
Yeah. I just barely got its money back.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, they actually lost money. I think somebody explained that one time. They actually lose money when they do that.
Oh shit!
But yeah, so let's see. Impossible to take a seat from me when I was never going to buy one. TLDR, Mr. Mouse had a chat South Park style with Larson about her antics after seeing that RT score. Between this and the recent stuff about Star Wars, I'm honestly starting to wonder / hope if Disney is finally getting ready to drop wokeness from its marketing. If Captain Marvel doesn't do as expected, now I'm not saying it's not going to make money. I think it will make money, but if it doesn't do as expected, because they all have projections, and the fact that they keep getting lowered is telling.
Yeah, and I still think they can count on money from diehard Marvel fans.
There will be some people who are going to watch it just to have the, quote, whole story.
Yeah. There's going to be some that feel obligated to watch it for that. You're going to have the chicks that are going to feel obligated to go out and watch it because, yay, feminism. Mm-hmm. And then you're just going to have the diehard Marvel fans that aren't paying attention to this shit at all and are just watching it because comic book movie.
Mm-hmm. She's not.
And will probably be disappointed when they leave, but...
Let's see. All all of this is set up to place blame on white dudes and other undesirables when Captain Marvel doesn't make financial projections. See, that's the thing. This is not gonna. They wanted it so badly to be Black Panther, and it's not going to be Black Panther. I mean, I saw it today. Like Forbes of all places was writing an article about how it's going to do fine. Quit worrying about it, kind of thing. All Marvel movies suck. That's a matter of opinion. I like
Black Panther. I was still interested in even while a lot of stuff because not as much stuff was being pulled.
I mean, there was some. You had some of the quote woke people out there, woke black people out there. It's like, oh, you know, saying stuff like white people don't be. But that was the people. That was like people's. Yeah, that wasn't like Chadwick Boseman and who's the guy? Michael B. Jordan weren't out there saying white people don't need to come see this movie. You know.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know they've been the stars of the movie have been a whole lot more welcoming than the people who wanted. Yeah, to defend
they didn't try to market it as selective and kind of filled with hate. So I went and saw it. Wasn't the best Marvel movie I've seen, but I was entertained.
Yeah, it's going to do fine. Stop criticizing. You're full of negative energy. Disney probably told her that her comments are going to cost them money, so started walking them back before the movie comes out. Yes. Let's see. There's a book on this called SJWs Always Lie, but isn't that by Fox Day? We don't want to give him money. There's an insanely low chance of women of color who will have a chance to see your movie and review your movie. Why? No one is stopping women of color from seeing or reviewing anything. If you want more POC in your review corp, that's fine. But that statement is freaking dumb. Yeah, that's like, what are we, hold on. Are we living in Jim Crow like the governor of Alabama is standing at the movie theaters? I will not let the black people in. Right. That's the dumbest thing I have ever heard. What the hell? What? Black Panther was a dull Marvel movie. CGI was bad. I heard the CGI wasn't great. I need to sit down and watch it sometime.
Yeah, I will say that. I feel like they didn't put the effort into the movie that they put into other movies.
I don't think they were expecting it to be as big as it was.
I think because Black Panther as a character, you know, he's not Iron Man and Hulk and crap like that.
At the same time, at least with Black Panther.
But he's still like a really cool character. So I think they underestimated the popularity of the character.
But at least with Black Panther, they introduced him in another movie to set him up for his own movie.
Yeah.
You know, they introduced him in Civil War to set him up for, you know, his own standalone movie, which is fine.
Yeah, I don't think they put as much effort into Black Panther, like I said, as they do in other movies. But it wasn't one of those me leaving going, I cannot believe I paid money for that ticket. I want my money back, like I did for one of the Iron Mans and one of the Thors. So
before you enter the theater, please read this pamphlet on eugenics. I haven't seen the movie, but I saw some stuff and the CGI looked like some early PS3 garbage.
Yeah, I thought that CGI was going to be, that was like the commercial where they have to rush out scenes that aren't actually fully done yet. So they have shit CGI in the commercials and trailers. Yeah. No, that was the CGI from the movie.
And that's really sad considering that not Marvel. Disney basically has, you know, I mean, yeah, we talked about, you know, I mean, they got, you know, Lucas, you know, George Lucas and all that, you know, that they got Lucasfilms who are known for their CGI, you know, for their actual effects and CGI and stuff like that. And what happened? It was
Thor 2. Thor 2, I left like, I really wish I had not given maybe what the fuck I even just watched. Now, and Iron Man 3.
Now
that one.
The thing with Thor 2 that I like. Was it just a departure of story? It just didn't make no sense in the grand scheme of it, or
well,
or that it was so much different from the first one. Like,
the feel and everything was way different from the first one, but there was also this. It really looked like somebody, like a blind person, was the one editing, and just chopped random shit together.
Yeah,
in there, and so it would randomly have scenes that like had no bearing on the story and made no sense.
Mm-hmm.
That it's probably one of those, if you get the uncut, go get the uncut version and then the make more sense. But I was in the theater and I needed to make sense then. Like,
and also a dark elf who doesn't look like a dark elf.
Yeah.
Doesn't make much sense.
And they just weren't compelling as a bad guy. Like, they just, there was no, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Disney has the best CGI artists in the world working for them, and they still fucked it up.
Yeah.
I think this movie was supposed to be Ant-Man tier instead of Avengers tier. Yeah, that's kind of what I felt.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a character movie. Good. It was supposed to be a character movie and not an ensemble movie, and it ended up doing better. A lot of it because of the marketing and stuff like that. They did hype it really well.
So many people don't like Ragnarok. I liked Ragnarok because
I enjoyed Ragnarok.
The Devil's anus or whatever that sold it for me.
I like the interaction with him and Hulk. I thought that was just funny. And like the whole when Banner went to the ship and he said Bruce Banner and he went, "Hello, strongest Avenger." He said, "Oh, come on."
Yeah, I liked that stuff. I think the reason I like Ragnarok so much though is probably because Thor 2 sucked.
Yeah.
So Ragnarok, I was scared going in, and I was like, "Oh, good, it's not Thor."
And the part in Ragnarok where he goes, he said, "Yeah, we fought." He's like, "We did? Who won?" "Oh, I did easily." That doesn't sound right.
I like how Loki was fucking watching Thor get smacked around by
and loving it.
Yeah, like, yeah. Now you know how it feels.
Yeah. and then fucking Hulk attacking Surtur. That was the best part. I was like, that's the way to end the movie right there. He's like fighting the unkillable god. And he goes like, "Hulk, stop! Don't attack! But giant monster!" I enjoyed Infinity War. It was I personally, I'm at the point now. I was like, I don't even want to see Endgame. I'm just like, okay, it's the end. Half the universe got wiped out. It's time to rebuild. That's it. There's no more.
Honestly, I feel like I want to see Endgame for the ending, but after that, I don't plan on running out to see Marvel movies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't go out. I don't get to go out to see movies much because I'm poor. So that's why I save it and just been going to the Marvel movies for the most part because, most of the time I'm entertained and really glad I watched them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm feeling like with all this BS too, I want to watch Endgame and then I'm done.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, so the whole thing is, Brie Larson's talking about letting more people come to the table, right? Then why did Rotten Tomatoes take the table away?
Yep.
Rotten Tomato redesigns website to remove audience interest score after fake news about Captain Marvel quote review bombs. See, that was the thing. It was an interest. People have been to before a movie comes out, there are no reviews. It has an interest rating. Like, I'm interested in seeing this movie. You click yes or no, right? Because of this, and I'm pointing at her face right now. Because of this right here, Miss Brie Larson.
Just remember the professional reviews raved about everything but her.
Yeah. I want to remind everybody.
And those were from mostly women, and they were from every nationality.
They were trying their best to find something nice to say to keep the hype up, and it couldn't even be about Brie Larson.
Yeah,
that's how bad this. Honestly, that's how bad. I'm almost last night I avoided it, but I was almost tempted to show I'm tempted to spoil the movie for everybody.
No, I don't fucking care. But
Rotten Tomatoes redesigns website to remove audience interest score after fake news about Captain Marvel review bombs. And like I said, it was the interest score. Her interest score before they took it down the Captain Marvel had dropped to 29%.
Yeah, and that was just people saying whether or not they wanted to go see it.
Exactly.
Now, granted, anybody can flood in there and be like, I'm going to be an asshole and say no. But honestly, if you're motivated enough to go in there to be an asshole, then it's probably accurate because you probably don't want to see it.
Yep. So let's read this. Let me bring the chat up so I can see what they're saying. Let's see.
They cared more about the fuck cat.
You care more about the cat than Brie Larson. Yeah, exactly. Yep. By the way, the cat's an alien. Found that out.
That makes.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop spoilers as we talk. I'm just
should have warned people about that, but that would honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if a regular ass cat stole the show from Brie. So,
hold on. Kat brought up a good point. I'm going to bring up something after this, where
the
actor of Shazam totally became a cuck in front of our eyes.
Fucked up.
Yeah,
he
became a literal cuck in front of our in front of the whole world. It was a very sad experience. But okay. Anyway, Rotten Tomatoes. Let's see the Marvel Cat are the dumbest thing to see. Yeah, okay, babe. Rotten Tomatoes redesigned their website, removing the audience interest score on movies that have not been released yet, including Captain Marvel. The redesign comes after numerous websites ran fake news stories stating that the users were, quote, review bombing Brie Larson's Captain Marvel film. These websites, which include The Hollywood Reporter, comicbook.com, comicbookmovies.com, CBR.com, I bet you Garbage Bleeding Cool is included in there somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
And others lied to their readers, stating individuals were posting reviews for the film when the film had not even come out yet. In fact, users were only able to provide whether they are interested in the film or not. The new redesign appears to make it crystal clear that to the fake news peddlers and these websites that there are no audience reviews yet. However, you can still see how many people are interested in the film. One thing that does look suspect is that it doesn't appear to show how many people marked they were uninterested anymore. You can see below that there are no audience or critic scores yet, settling the fact that individuals were not review bombing Captain Marvel. You can also see that there is a button below both review scores that appears to show how many people are interested in seeing the film. And it says like want to see, and it says 15,000 users. It's unclear how accurate the button is. When I attempted to click on it, it asked you to log into the website. So I did so and clicked on the button to add the film to my want to see list. However, it did not update the actual number on the button.
Ooh.
On your user profile, there is also a not interested category, but I did not find out how you would add a movie like Captain Marvel to that list from the film's pages if you were so inclined. Audience comments on whether or not they are interested or not interested in seeing a movie does not appear to have changed. Here's what a film page looks like that has already been released in the theaters, and it's Alita Battle Angel. By the way, apparently people actually liked the movie, and reviewers didn't.
Yeah.
Now my question is, why did they? I mean, look at this. And anytime you see something from Rotten Tomatoes, they always have like a blurb from a review.
Yeah.
And it says, Alita Battle Angel story struggles to keep up with its special effects, but fans of future sci-fi action may still find themselves more than sufficiently entertained. But like I said, 94% score, that's great.
Yeah.
Really good. For comparison's sake, here's an example of what Captain Marvel page used to look like. Rotten Tomatoes used to show a percentage of fans who are interested in the film. And like I said, as of before they took this down, it was at 29. They're showing 37 here, but it was actually 29. The editor of RT is a pink hair to confirm she's an SJW. Probably. As you can see from, it looks very different. Looks very differently now. As you can note by the screenshot above, it also showed total user rating, of the people who indicated whether or not they wanted to see the film or were not interested. Now it only shows the people who want to see the film. While Rotten Tomatoes changes prove that many of the websites were running false narratives about the review bombing, it also appears the attempt to scrub any kind of negative feedback for upcoming movies. A number of individuals had responded negatively to Captain Marvel due to what they view as poor marketing involving lackluster trailers, and I was about to say and Brie Larson. Just out of instinct, I wasn't even going to.
Right?
Involving lackluster trailers and promotional material. Others object to lead actor Brie Larson's injection of politics into the marketing campaign, which involved calling for less white men on her press tour and referring to the press tour as her form of activism, among others. So let's see what the comments on this say. Let's see. When you tear out a man's tongue, you're not proving him a liar. You're only telling the world that you fear what he might say. Tyrion Lannister. True. Tell that to whoever moderates this comment section. Why did I remove your comment? Yes, I posted salty AF, but without the spaces. Somebody deleted it again when I tried to tell you what I posted. Somebody is a real prude. Is not. So far, this comment section has been very inclusive and tolerant of Chad Thundercockovich. Well, that guy's you're an idiot too. I've seen some of the stuff you say. So, you're an actual moron. Chad Thundercockovich. Great name, but you're a moron. Let's see. That is pretty funny. Totally off topic. But what is the deal with the Justice League trailer on this site? Yeah, that thing's been up there for fucking months.
Right?
Yeah, this isn't going to backfire at all. Yeah, that's right. For social justice. Thanks, Rotten Tomatoes, for silencing the masses. Why do you refer to this to the news stories as fake? Anybody could take a look at the comment section and see what was going on. Let's not kid ourselves here. Any news reporting review bombing is fake news pushing an agenda, since Rotten Tomatoes has never allowed you to review movies before they are actually released, because those were not reviews, just comments before the movie actually came out. Right. That's the thing. You know, they weren't reviews. They were just saying, I don't want to see this movie. Here's why. You know. So guys, what do y'all think? I seen Alita.
I still think next is the audience score. Honestly, I still think.
Well, the audience score is going to be horrible.
I know. I'm saying the audience score is going to be the next Rotten Tomato takes down.
Oh yeah. Let me find that thing with what's his name. Yeah, you're seeing me live scrolling through. Matt Myers looking at me like making sure I don't like say bad words.
Make sure you hid your tabs.
I always hide my tabs, if you notice.
Yeah. He's just there to remind you.
People don't need to know I had been to Pornhub earlier. Maybe, allegedly.
Oh yeah, we could talk about what Shazam guy did.
Shazam actor Zachary Levi addressed fans review bombing Brie Larson. Once again, he's wrong.
Yeah.
Let me get rid of this stupid fucking Justice League advertisement, and I'm actually going to play the video too, because it's just a Twitter thing. Shazam actor Zachary Levi addressed fans who expressed they are uninterested in seeing Captain Marvel on Rotten Tomatoes. Levi appears to have fallen for the fake narrative that people are review bombing Captain Marvel on Rotten Tomatoes, despite the fact that you can't even put a review on Rotten Tomatoes because the film is not out in theaters yet. Nevertheless, Levi addresses fans. He begins by saying, there are people out there making a lot of inflammatory, defamatory, and completely fictitious reviews and posts of Brie Larson's Captain Marvel and trying to pit Shazam against it, saying they are going to support us and not them because of things they are, by the way, making up. Things they are saying they saw some screening and this and that and on other in the movie. Now, here's the thing. Dude. You work for a different company. Your movie is competing with Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
In fact, let's play the video.
There are people out there making a lot of like really inflammatory, defamatory, and completely fictitious like reviews and posts of Brie Larson's Captain Marvel and trying to pit Shazam against it, and saying they're going to support us and not them because of things that they are, by the way, making up, things that they're saying they saw some screening and this, that, or the other is in the movie. That I just found this out last night, and for anyone out there who thinks you're doing me a favor, or you're doing Shazam a favor, or you're doing Warner Brothers, or what, you're not. This is not helping anyone or anything. There is no competition. Just because Shazam used to be called Captain Marvel way back in the day doesn't mean that somehow...
I got to pause right there. Captain Shazam is not Shazam. The character that you're playing in the movie is not really called Shazam. His name is Captain Marvel. Shazam is the wizard who gave him his powers. Way to research your role there, buddy.
Wow. Yeah, damn, dude.
Yeah, let me finish. Let me finish. It's only got a minute left.
Brie or Marvel's Captain Marvel are pitted against us. We're both movies, and we're both going to be out in theaters at similar times, and the irony of that timing is really interesting for sure. But there is no conspiracy, guys. You need anyone out there who's holding on to some bone, like they need to pick a side and pick a fight, is sorely mistaken. And I really hope that you'll just chill on that. Don't go and engage in that type of behavior anymore. If you want to be passionate about either movie, rock and roll. If you want to be passionate about both movies, rock and roll. But going, this is really low blow type of stuff. To be going and lying, first of all, is just, the bottom of the barrel to me. But to be lying in an attempt to discredit or defame somebody, I think is just really sad. So,
we're not in competition. With the other company's movie that's coming out around the same time. Why did Shazam give Billy Batson the ancient power of cuckoldry? Yeah, I don't care what. Look, you can tell me, New 52. I don't care. New 52 doesn't exist to me. That doesn't matter. I don't care.
Fuck them.
Yeah. Captain Marvel is fucking Billy Batson. That's it. You can tell me all day. Well, DC said, I don't care. Look, DC doesn't even know what DC's fucking doing right now. They don't know if they want to release 52 books or 22 right now. Fuck them. It doesn't matter. Like I said, but yes, you absolutely are. You think DC higher up says, "Oh man, I just want to let you guys know we're not in competition with the Avengers." You really think that that would happen? No. They want you to come see their movie instead of theirs. That's how they make money. Why would you do this?
Yeah, but didn't his before Rotten Tomatoes fixed it, didn't his drop after he did this fucking shit?
I think it dropped some, but it still didn't drop a lot. Well,
it didn't drop a lot, but it was still funny it dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're basically like, no, you better not be one of these people too.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. But like I said, it's like there's a C somewhere in Shazam's name that means cuckoldry because he really cucked out to the. Hey guys, go see the other company's movie.
Yeah.
Like what? It's so it's like, let's say I only have $10 in a month and I'm allowed to see a movie. So I got a choice between Captain Marvel or Shazam. Well, now I'm not going to see either one. Save $10, right? I don't know how much tickets cost. I'm just assuming. All these captains stealing valor and shit. Oh God! Let's see what the comments are saying now. People I know when it's time to talk and when it's time to be quiet, do they? Not celebrities, yeah. I mean, if he doesn't want me to pay to see Shazam, okay. I can't help but laugh at the fact that a white male now has to step in and help defend Captain Marvel.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Shazam stars in White Knight, male feminist edition. Cab has a ladies and gentlemen, Cab has a message for everybody. You'll see it in a second.
I was like, I don't see shit. Oh.
Oh, hold on. I gotta do something here. Hold on. See if I can do this. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. No, the wrong leg. Let's see. Hold on. I'm trying to do something funny. I'm just rotating Matt Myers on the screen. Oh no, he's upside down. Oh no.
Jeez.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just having fun now. There we go. And he's just holding he's holding Matt Myers' head. Oh god. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, people. This is just funny to me. What's wrong with people comparing one movie to another? These movies are kind of similar, but I'd rather go with that one. Yeah, that's right. Especially given the new direction it seems to be heading. Yeah, it's beautiful. I agree. Just oh, what would we do without you, Mr. Myers? Reminds me of Clash of the Titans. Piper, you there?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you do? Leave? What's going on here?
No, I'm typing.
Oh, okay. Oh man, fun times.
Or I could just chill. Go to my website. There is a article I did when Infinity War came out.
Mm-hmm.
That is explaining Thanos' mindset and motivation in the movieverse, which makes more sense than it did in the comics. Comics, it was mostly just, I just want to stick my penis in death. So
yeah. Yeah, there was a difference.
Yeah, so they definitely gave him different backstory. Well, not completely different backstory, but definitely different reasoning and a lot of different story.
Mm-hmm.
And I wrote an article breaking down how that the movie story makes way more sense.
Deadly booty. Yeah, honestly, I honestly like the movie interpretation.
I like the movie interpretation. I like the comic interpretation because it's funny. Because he is supposed to be the Mad Titan, so it definitely goes along with like being batshit crazy.
Well, this one, he's still mad. He's still crazy.
Yeah.
It's just he's crazy for something different instead of...
Yeah. They kind of gave him a believable reason.
Because I understand, and the reason why I think it's a good idea, because then you would have to go way far to explain the cosmic scale and what death is and all that stuff. So yeah, it was better just to make him,
since they were definitely wanting to do this with the movies, they had to kind of condense and give a different reason.
they essentially made it. What's that group that's like they're like environmental terrorists or whatever.
Oh yeah. Well, he's kind of like
Greenpeace.
Yeah.
Yeah, Greenpeace. So yeah, he's essentially Greenpeace.
Only hardcore.
Zero out of 10. No Thanos copter. Yeah, like I said, it was that was right because Hela was she was the goddess of the underworld, so that would have been closer.
Yeah.
But like I said, I still like what they did.
Yeah, I like how they did it as long as I separate this V universe and
he was
not
being almost. It's in a way logical, but crazy logical, right?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, there's too many people in the universe, and there's only a finite amount of resources. So how do we fix that? Oh, let's get rid of half of them.
Yeah.
So.
And instead of doing it the way I was doing it by going from planet to planet and killing them myself, I'll do it a much more fair way and less painful way and get it done. I get how he would arrive at that conclusion because they tell you how he arrives at that conclusion.
Yeah.
But I will say this. I think that at first they were going to go in a different direction with Thanos. If you look at the other movies leading up to Infinity War.
Mm-hmm.
But then at some point they decided they were going to...
I think they were going with the Conquering Titan. Like he was just going to go... He's kind of like going to world to conquer worlds, Yeah.
They definitely made him...
essentially. Yeah.
Yeah. More malicious to...
Because you get that vibe
and I
from,
point
like,
that
Avengers,
out in the article, too.
Like from Avengers and from when he went and took the... he actually took the gauntlet in... which movie was it that he went and took the gauntlet? Where he basically said, if you want it done right, you got to do it yourself,
Yeah. He didn't seem like he was doing it for
because there was no indication.
Was a good cause. He seemed more mischievous and malevolent.
Even in the Guardians movie where he was probably mentioned the most, it was.
Yeah.
He wanted to. It was more like he wanted. He was like more about conquering.
Yeah. Yeah, and he seemed a lot more like he evil than sorry I have to do this to you. Kind of. So I think somewhere they changed their direction. They even changed the way he looked.
Yeah.
But I point that out in the article too. Yeah.
Yeah. Not to mention
they softened his look and made him look less evil.
Yeah. And like having him like crying when he knew he had to kill Gamora and spoiler.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah. Well, at this point. But if you go to adventuresofpiper.net, I can write out exactly why his little thing makes sense and crap like that for the movies. But I do point out that it seems like they changed it at some point to make him more sympathetic. They changed it from like, rubbing hands together and shit.
Yeah, I hate the Rick from Pawn Stars look.
Yeah. I thought they were doing pretty cool with them in... I can't remember what movie it was where you got a really good look at him. Mm-hmm. And I can't remember what fucking movie it was.
It was like one of the end credit sequences, and that's the one where you think he got the gauntlet.
Might be. Because they gets like, they give him an evil smile and glowing eyes. And that's just something too, like they depowered him. Like, they made him look like he had more of his powers.
Yeah.
When they did that close up on him, and then actually in Infinity Wars, they took the armor off and like depowered him.
Yeah, a
bit.
And that's the thing. I wouldn't have seen him without. I would not want to see him without armor until this movie. Endgame.
Yeah.
But, when they showed the scene of his like armor being used as a scarecrow, that's more reminiscent to what happened in Infinity Gauntlet. After everything was over. I don't know why they decided to take
him out of his armor now. I think they screwed up a bit, but it really looked like they were going with comic book Thanos up until a certain point, and then they went, no, let's make it this. Let's make him have this as a motivation and do this instead. Like at some point, somebody made a creative decision to not go in that direction anymore.
Yeah. You think it's all you think they kind of depowered him so that the Whammon can beat him?
Right? Well, if you think about it, if you're watching a movie and you've got like this OP dude and he's supposed to be through the whole movie, it would get boring if it was nothing but you dead, you dead, you dead, you dead, like that fast. I guess.
I mean,
gotta at least let them put up a fight because they didn't get to put up a very good fight in the comics. He really was just like owning the shit out of everybody. Was good.
The one where Cap was holding his hand back. That was cool. It's pretty hard to feel sympathy for a guy who wants to wipe out half the universe.
That's why my article.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know if I don't know if I would call it sympathy. I mean, the only time I felt kind of sympathy for him was with the whole Gamora thing. Like,
yeah,
he didn't really. It's like he didn't want to actually hurt her in any way, but the goal was more important to him. In the end. I feel like the Hulk fight scene should have lasted longer. I agree, because there was.
I do too, but I think they were trying to cram just a lot into that movie.
And of course, and what I love, I don't know if you guys ever like. Sometimes these alerts pop up on my phone, and they're hilarious. They're all like these theories that fans come up with. They're just so outlandish, right? Now there's one theory trying to say that the Hulk was snapped out of existence during the snap, And but it's quickly debunked. They said that's kind of stupid, guy. Because like the Hulk is Banner and Banner is the Hulk.
Yeah.
So. Yeah,
I think people's bodies get snapped out of existence.
Yeah, not personas.
Yeah.
And plus, there's like they've been showing some. They've already been like action figures popping up for Endgame, and it's showing a Hulk in like some kind of new armor, And so people thinking it's going to be like Professor Hulk, where he's actually got his intelligence and everything. So, spoiler. I would have liked to have seen another Hulk fight scene, because in the original Infinity Gauntlet, because if you remember, there was a scene where they recruited the Hulk and Wolverine, and they said the reason that they were recruited is because they would do what nobody else would. That they, basically, they were the ones that would push the envelope. If they had to kill somebody, they're going to do it.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then suddenly people wouldn't have schizophrenia. Exactly. My multiple personalities are gone. Then you would have a bunch of people actively trying to stop people from stopping Thanos because. Yeah, it's finally quiet. You don't understand. Yeah, thanks, Thanos.
There we go. There's direct access to
link to her shillings.
To the article.
Yeah.
But no, I break down a lot of this. I don't get it and stuff like that. Granted, I was taking it a look at because so many people at the time were like, if you Thanos is literally Hitler, so if you understand where he's coming from or empathize with him at all, you're literally Hitler and shit like that. So that's what inspired writing it, but it does go into detail and explain exactly why his plan makes sense in his head.
You do realize that they got Wolverine, he just get turned into rubber. I mean, that's what happened in the comic, but as we can see, they haven't really followed the comic. So
I'm pissed they didn't do the glass thing with Thor.
Oh yeah, he turned Thor to glass, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just stands there like glass for a while before he actually gets broke.
And that's really funny because I don't think we're going to get the whole thing with God, what's her name? Nebula, of her obtaining the gauntlet. I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because that was a cool moment where she remember she rewound time one day to, and all that, but then realized now she has to deal with the forces of the cosmos,
Yeah.
And
well, she kind of saved a day a little bit and then fucked herself over in the process.
Yeah, and like Thanos, even Thanos was saying she was ill-equipped to be able to handle that much power.
Yeah.
Because it happened so suddenly. Well, he had basically been planning for it for so long that he knew what he was going to do until he got too arrogant, But that's the big thing with Thanos. Thanos always does something to screw himself over. That's his character, at least in the comics. I have a feeling something like that's going to happen in this too. There's going to be some caveat that's going to be exploited. Remember when Hitler started a war for the Infinity Gauntlet? I mean, the parallels are 1-to-1.
Right?
That's true. Well, I don't have anything else to talk about tonight. We laughed. We cried. We mostly laughed, though. It was good. He's a cheap bastard. Yeah, he was pretty cheap. You're saying that Thanos is going to start quoting FBI crime statistics. Oh God. Okay, so I don't have anything else. Do you?
No.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night then. It was good to have you all tonight. Hopefully be back here tomorrow. What else craziness will happen? We'll be
Right?
We shall see. But yeah, if you get a chance, share this around with people. Think they might enjoy it. It's funny. Especially the beginning. The beginning was hilarious. Anyway, guys, y'all have a good one, and we'll see you tomorrow.